think it's time for a radio show.
Thanks to Sean Tilley. He's back with you on Sunday from 2 p.m. right here at Radio One Mallorca with 80s Heaven. And of course, next Monday from 11 a.m. with 2 more classic top 20 countdowns. Thanks, Sean. I see in the news last week that Ted Nugent tested positive for the coronavirus that he'd called fake, saying, "I thought I was dying." He became worried one morning when he couldn't taste his breakfast squirrel. All right, let's do this.
This radio show's beginning to begin at the beginning.
Hit music now with Phil Allen on Radio 1. You are the best. Where hit music lives.
Phil Allen.
Hello, Monday.
Across the island and around the world. This is Radio 1 with Phil Allen.
Hit music with Phil Allen. Radio 1 Mallorca.
Yesterday was National Transfer Money to Your Daughter's Account Day. This according to an increasingly suspicious calendar your daughter got you for Christmas.
Now, because it is Monday...
What? It's Monday already?
It already is. Monday.
What does that mean?
I have to go back to work.
Oh, I hate Mondays.
Suck it up.
People are depending on you.
Greetings. Welcome to the show.
And now here to entertain you,
The finest broadcaster.
My favorite show.
Showtime.
Kicking off the show today, that's the new version of Calabria from Diamonds, Fallen Roses and Lujavo. Hello there, good afternoon, this is Phil Allen for Monday. Plenty of sunny intervals this afternoon with highs reaching around 20 degrees. Tonight partly cloudy to start, turning clear, overnight lows down to 14 degrees. Tomorrow mostly clear and sunny all day long, highs tomorrow 21 degrees. Sunset this evening 8:39 and on the radio. This is Sean Finn, Zelda featuring Iniade with Don't Ya on Radio 1 Mallorca.
I know you like me. What's hot like me? Don't ya? Hit music with Phil Allen.
The following radio show is like, hey, how's it going? And you're all like, pretty good, thanks.
Radio 1 Mallorca. I spent more money last night than I had last year.
PS1, Alex Hosking with Life Goes on Radio 1 Mallorca. Hey, just to let you know that the Radiothon is back. Richie and Aisha from The Breakfast Show will be broadcasting live for 36 hours non-stop to raise much-needed money for some amazing charities. Great Ormond Street, SOS Calvia, Santa Ponsa Food Bank, Sonas Pesas and Yachting Gives Back. It's all taking place from 7 a.m. on Friday, May 28th until 7 p.m. on Saturday, May 29th. And we need your help. You can sponsor an hour of the broadcast, you can buy a raffle ticket, offer a prize for auction, or offer up a raffle prize. Create a challenge for us or yourself in exchange for donations. Or simply donate money or food. For more info, please email joe at radio1mallorca.com. That's J-O at radio1mallorca.com. It's coming soon. The Radiothon returns on Radio 1 Mallorca. Hello, this is Phil Allen. Lots to get through in this hour. Coming up, a Soul Train anthem in a few songs' time. Stand-up comedy around about 1:30 with W. Kamau Bell on how weed will fix the US economy. We'll have a flashback from the old school, and we'll open the birthday file, and we'll take a look at last night's Oscars as well. Hit music continues right now. Idle house edit of Going Back to My Roots from King Joshua on Radio 1 Mallorca.
This is Radio 1.
Now, hotter than ever, Phil Allen.
Tears for another day.
That's the remix of Save Your Tears, The Weekend, featuring Ariana Grande at Radio 1 Mallorca. Back in time with a Soul Train anthem next.
If it's a hit,
It's here.
Radio 1.
Phil Allen.
You're listening to Radio 1 Mallorca, where it's stand-up comedy time again. Here comes W. Kamau Bell on how weed will fix the US economy.
Here's number one. Good times.
W. Kamau Bell. Here's her featuring Chris Brown with Come Through on Radio 1 Mallorca.
Almost missing my flight.
You're listening to Radio 1 Mallorca, and with Monday's very latest Not Headline News, let's cross now to the Not Headline News newsroom.
This is Not Headline News. The Oscars were held last night. Not to say it was lifeless, but the most exciting part was the death montage. Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor for his role as an old man descending into dementia. Be sure to check him out in the Joe Biden story. Harrison Ford was there, well, physically at least. Chelsea Handler posted a topless photo for Earth Day, and also because it was a day of the week. And Justin Bieber performed for inmates at a California prison. The inmate said thanks, but next time could we have Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion do that dance routine? This is not headline news.
Phil Allen.
Thank you. Here's Offenbach and Wasted Love.
Radio One Mallorca.
Phil Allen.
You're listening to Radio One Mallorca. It is Monday, April the 26th, 2021. Final few days left of April. May arrives on Saturday. On this date in 1514, Copernicus made his first observations of Saturn. Why did he focus on Saturn? He said it had a nice ring to it.
Oh, another good one. I don't know where you come up with them.
On this date in 1607, an expedition of English colonists, including Captain John Smith, went ashore at Cape Henry, Virginia, to establish the first permanent English settlement in the New World. A local chief supposedly remarked, well, there goes the neighborhood. Jessica Lynch, famous for being the rescued prisoner of war from the Iraq War, turns 38 today. Candles, yes. Fireworks, no. Channing Tatum is 41 today, like it would matter. He still makes a six-pack of beer look flabby. Former First Lady, Melania Trump, turns 51 today.
Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas?
Tion Watkins turns 51 today. She was in the group TLC and known as T-Boz. Jet Li is 58 today. He starred in Romeo Must Die. Never heard what he had against Romeo. Kevin James is 56 today. Hopefully the mall will remember and throw him a party in the food court. And finally, the Oscars took place last night. Here's a quick montage of the winners.
For Best Actor in a Supporting Role. And the Oscar goes to Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah.
For the Best Supporting Actress, Jo Jung-yoon.
And the Oscar for Best Animated Feature, Soul.
And the Academy Award for Actor goes to Anthony Hopkins, the father.
The Oscar for Best Actress goes to Frances McDormand, Nomadland.
And the Oscar goes to Chloe Zhao, Nomadland.
And the Oscar goes to Nomadland.
There was no upbeat host of the Oscars last night, no funny presenters, many long speeches, and Harrison Ford stammered while reading off a piece of paper. We're hoping that next year they'll bring back the excitement level.
The long and boring show.
I'll tell you what though, the TV trailer for the Oscars this year was a bit different.
It's the 93rd Academy Awards. Who will win the Best Actor or Best Actress award? Who will win Best Director? Who saw any of the movies? Remember a little thing called COVID? Kinda put a kibosh on going to a movie theater. But now you can see which movie stars gained weight during the pandemic, just like you. And who can't fit into their tux or gown.
What are you wearing? Spanx!
Thank you! Oh, and this year, longer speeches. They're practically begging viewers to watch something else. The 93rd Academy Awards on BBC. Or not.
Thank you. Here's Regard, Troye Sivan, Tate McRae with you on Radio One Mallorca.
Phil Allen.
Monday Hour 2.
Across the island and around the world. This is Radio 1 with Phil Allen.
Hit music with Phil Allen. Radio 1 Mallorca.
Oh, I feel so deliciously white trash. Mommy, I want a mullet.
President Biden played his first round of golf since becoming president, which weirdly is what made it finally hit home for Trump. Oh my God, he is president now. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said recently that though Florida Representative Matt Gaetz is under federal investigation for sex trafficking, Gaetz will not be removed from committee and is, quote, innocent until proven, oh really, on Venmo? Wow, just right out there.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know.
Kicking off Hour 2 on the show today, Laid Back Luke, Tribs, featuring Bertie Scott with their version of Whistle. Hello there, good afternoon, this is Phil Allen. Plenty of sunny intervals this afternoon with highs 20 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy to start, turning clear overnight, lows down to 14 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly clear and sunny all day long, highs 21 degrees. Sunset this evening, 8:39, and the Mallorca sea surface temperature is around 15.5 degrees. Coming up in this hour, another Soul Train anthem on the way soon. We'll have stand-up comedy at around about 2:30 with Brian Regan on testing his OCD. We'll have another flashback classic from the old school. And in your showbiz update today, we'll hear from Seth Meyers, Bill Maher, Jimmy Fallon, and Tyler Perry. Hit music now. I love this tune from SWAT Cats and Tiara. This is Love Got You on Radio One Mallorca.
I've been out on the oceans. Hit music with Phil Allen.
Good God, that was cool. It was so cool. I know you've heard it a billion times and it probably gets old, but you're the man.
Radio One Mallorca.
Phil Allen.
Thanks for listening. This is Radio One Mallorca. It's stand-up comedy time again. Here comes Brian Regan on testing his OCD.
You know, when I first suspected that I might have OCD, I Googled it, and I changed hand washing to 2.
Brian Regan, here's M22, Rhea Melvin with Gravity at Radio One Mallorca.
I've been high out of space.
You're listening to Radio One Mallorca, and in breaking daycare news, a daycare in Milford, Connecticut is in hot water after losing a toddler. The 3-year-old was found wandering near a busy road by a passenger who was then able to grab the toddler and return him to the kindercare daycare he escaped from.
Hi, there's a baby outside.
It's scary. It's scary for any parent to think about the situation that your kid is going to a daycare and not being looked at or not being taken care of.
That close to such a busy street, and your main concern is we certainly don't want this to happen again.
Wow. For a solution to that problem, here's a new place you can take your kids.
Not too particular about the care for your toddler? Come to Redneck Daycare.
Hi, there's a baby outside.
Look at that. He's playing by the on-ramp.
That close to such a busy street, exit to the parkway, and your main concern is we certainly don't want this to happen again.
At Redneck Daycare, you drop your kid off, and we'll take your money.
Going to a daycare and not being looked at.
You keep a youngin' from crawling away by hammering his pajamas to the floor.
Redneck child care. You got a nail through his foot there.
Redneck Daycare, right near the Route 15 off-ramp. Literally.
Phil Allen. Thank you. Here's Telecast, Lauren Gray with Nobody to Love.
Radio One Mallorca.
I got these feelings spinning like a tornado.
Phil Allen. Showbiz Update. This is Radio One Mallorca. Here comes your Showbiz Update for Monday. Let's start with audio from Real Time with Bill Maher.
So, America, come on, it's coming back. Biden is going to do they're not calling it, but it is the State of the Union address. He's going to join session of Congress next week. That's pretty good. Low bar there in the Capitol because the last big speech in that room was from the QAnon shaman. So, but you can't beat that. But no, Biden's making moves. This was Earth Day, right, this week? Did you celebrate? Okay. Celebrate our remaining few years on the planet. But he's trying to do something. He had a virtual summit with 40 leaders around the world, and they were, I must say, much more impressed with him than the last guy. Trump thought climate change was when the sun went down. That's as far as we got on that issue with him. And also, this is not going anywhere, but it's a step. The House voted that Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, should be a state. At least we're bringing this up now. And Matt Gaetz. Remember Matt Gaetz? Oh, he's in the news. He was all over this issue. He had a big question. He said, if D.C. was a state, what would happen if a teenage girl had to get from Delaware to Virginia asking for a friend?
Bill Maher. Now, ABC asked $2 million for 30 seconds of commercial time in last night's Oscars telecast, which sold out. Disney Plus's first and second episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the most viewed streaming video on demand original series during the week of March 22nd through 28th. Rapper Shock G, also known as Humpty Hump of the hip-hop group Digital Underground, has died at the age of 57. His real name was Gregory Edward Jacobs. Next up, more audio. Here's a clip from Late Night with Seth Meyers.
According to reports, White House officials are currently working on a large spending plan centered on child care and paid family leave. not to be confused with the last administration, which was just a paid family. In a new interview, former Republican Representative Denver Riggleman said that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's proposed America First caucus is, quote, racism in a jar. So mayonnaise? According to polls, Americans are more interested in trying edibles than any other type of cannabis product. Wow, America's the only country that starts with the munchies. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is reportedly considering a run for president in 2024. He thinks he might do well in the polls as long as none of the above doesn't run again. According to a recent report, the UK's fossil fuel industry may achieve net zero carbon emissions before it achieves gender equality. Either way, 2090 is shaping up to be a really exciting year. Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday delivered his annual State of the Nation address, and as always, the State of the Nation was none of your business. You ask too many questions.
Seth Meyers. Now, Jersey Shore star Ronnie Ortiz Magro was arrested Thursday for investigation of felony domestic violence. Madonna's daughter, Lourdes Leon, says that Timothée Chalamet was her first boyfriend. It was back when both attended Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Performing Arts in Manhattan. That's the school that was the basis for the movie Fame. Legit highlights now at last night's Oscars, and they were few and far between. But for my money, Tyler Perry won the night when he called on Americans to meet in the middle while accepting the Humanitarian Award. Here's a clip.
My mother taught me to refuse hate. She taught me to refuse blanket judgment. And in this time, it is my hope that all of us would teach our kids, and not only to remember, just refuse hate. I refuse to hate someone because they are Mexican or because they are black or white or LGBTQ. I refuse to hate someone because they are a police officer. I refuse to hate someone because they are Asian. And I want to take this Jean Herschel Humanitarian Award and dedicate it to anyone who wants to stand in the middle, because that's where healing happens. That's where conversation happens. That's where change happens. So anyone who wants to meet me in the middle, to refuse hate, to refuse blanket judgment, this one is for you too. God bless you and thank you, Academy. I appreciate it.
And finally, here's audio from The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
Let's get to some news here. Well, we've all gotten used to wearing masks wherever we go, but I just read that the CDC is looking into whether it's still necessary to wear them outdoors. Ooh. That's all this country needs right now. Trevor, the bartender from Senor Frogs, to have been right all along. It's like, I told you, bro. I guess this is good, although I was kind of looking forward to another summer with bikini lines on my face, you know? Yeah. Well, guys, it's a big weekend for Hollywood, the 93rd annual Oscars. Now, of course, in quarantine, even the Oscar statue gained weight. There's no host, no after party, and no movies anyone saw. Yep, this year's Oscars are about celebrating all the movies we scrolled through and thought, $20? Nope. Get this, starting on May 1st, topless clubs in Las Vegas are officially allowed to reopen. Phew! Just in time for Mother's Day. You know, if you're excited about topless clubs reopening, I'm assuming it was a long quarantine. Did you guys hear about this? An explosion at a gender reveal party in New Hampshire was so powerful that it damaged nearby homes and was felt in other states. After the explosion, everyone was like, it's a lawsuit. What is going on with these things? Yeah, they're supposed to reveal the gender of the baby, not the IQ of the parents.
Jimmy Fallon, here's Jessia, featuring BB Rexa with a remix of I'm Not Pretty on Radio One Mallorca.
Maybe I'm not pretty.
Phil Allen.
I mean, what's not to love?
That's it from me for today. Thank you so much for listening. Much appreciated. Stick around for DV. Essential Afternoons is on the way next. Des here from 6 with Drive. I'll see you tomorrow from 1.
Oh, my sweet darling. Oh, my dearest love. I'll count the hours that you're away.
Bless you, Trish.
Well, that's our show.
It's over.
What?
It's over. It is over.
Is that it?
That's it.
Everybody still awake?
Will you come on already? I just can't stand these long goodbyes.
All right, big finish.
See you later.
Thanks for asking. I've been doing well. Everything is fine. Truth is, every word I said to you might just be a lie. I'm just cynical, hypocritical. Hey.
This This is Radio 1 with Phil Allen. Phil Allen. Spread the word.
Yeah.
And the love.